this word responsibility around, but really it ain't people being responsible. The word for it is people is in fear. People not doing shit out of trying to be responsible. People doing things out of fear of lacking, fear of losing, fear of missing out, or fear of becoming something. But people always like to use that word responsibility. Oh man, you gotta be responsible. Is it that you need to be responsible, or is it that you really just in fear of missing out on something? So that's why you out here chasing money. That's why you out here chasing success. That's why you out here trying to become highly educated. That's why you out here trying to become religious. Because you in fear of going ahead. You really don't like God. You really don't live according to the words of the Bible. You really don't like Jesus Christ. What you say you do in front of a camera, or you say you do on the podium, on the stage as a preacher, because you scared to go to hell. You scared to go to hell. You in fear of going ahead. So that's the only reason why you say you Islam. That's the only reason why you say you a Christian. That's the only reason why you say you Buddhist. That's the only reason why you say you all these religions. It's because you in fear of going ahead. But you really don't listen. You really don't abide by the words of the Bible. You really don't follow the teachings of Christ. You really don't try to become the best version of yourself and treat your brothers and sisters with love like Jesus Christ told you in the scriptures. You really don't live like that. But the reason why you profess to be a Christian or profess to be a Muslim is because you in fear of going ahead. Everything we do in this life is out of fear. That's one thing I've learned. Most people are not doing things out of the love of doing certain things. Most people is doing things out of fear of missing out. They doing it out of fear of going without. They doing it out of fear of not having something, or they doing it out of fear of not fitting into societal expectations. Most people don't give a fuck about money. Most people only tell you to get this money because they fear their own life. They in fear in their own life and what their life would look like without money. And then they'll tell you, man, you're not being responsible. What the fuck is being responsible? What do being responsible got anything to do with us being trapped in this game? You promoting everybody to stay trapped in this game by going to work, chasing this money, being religious, claiming the false identity of a false deity that you call God. You keeping everybody trapped in this game. You know why? Because of you in fear. You living in a gang of fear, and you don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit it. And a lot of people don't want to admit the fact that they scared. They scared. They scared for their life. They scared for their kids. They scared for their salvation. A lot of people don't want to admit that shit. They scared. Even the so-called gangsters or the so-called criminals is scared. The so-called preachers, the so-called intelligent and educated people is scared. And that's why people will give you video after video on YouTube about robots and AI. Why the fuck is you always worried about AI? Why are you so scared of AI? If you really a spiritual warrior, AI don't even matter. That shit don't matter. That shit gonna come and go like every other man-made invention. But you scared of AI. You fear AI. So you gotta keep making video after video about AI. Oh man, AI, man, it's gonna get us, man. Oh man, look what they doing, man. AI. It's because you in fear of your life. And see, most people don't like to admit this shit. Most people call it, trying to spread knowledge or spread information. Or most people call it trying to be responsible and go after your dreams and chase your goals and have a job and start a 401k so you can have a retirement plan. But people really don't give a fuck about no retirement. Most people only focus on those things because they fear what their life will look like. if they didn't have it or if they didn't know about it. They fear what their life would look like if they didn't believe in Jesus Christ. They fear what their life would look like if they didn't believe in Allah. Everybody is out here pretending, and everybody is running off of fear. Everybody is running off of fear. It's only a small few chosen people who's doing things genuinely from the heart and doing things genuinely because they either love doing it or because they feel like they was called to do it. Most people is doing things out of fear. They're not doing things out of, a genuine respect for trying to go after a particular, job or take up a particular course. Most people is doing things out of fear. Most people are not getting married because they really love that person. Most people get married because they're scared to be alone. Most people get married because they fear the thought of being alone for the rest of their life. So they get with anybody and they just get married, get tied up in a relationship with a partner they really don't like, they really don't find attractive, but they only doing it because of the fear of missing out or the fear of going throughout the rest of their life without having somebody next to their side. And I'm telling you right now, man, I'm really seeing the world being dominated by fear. Why do you think most people will never give up the monetary system? Most people are not trying to get rid of the dollar bill. Most people don't want to, they don't even want to think about life without money. Some people don't even want to imagine what life can be like without money. They don't even want to imagine that shit. You know why? Because they in fear of what they may lose. They in fear of all their possessions may be confiscated in such a way because we ain't got the monetary system. But my thing is, I think on the other side of fear is freedom.
Yes, sir.
Once you learn how to let go, I think that's when God really take over. But the reason why God can really take over and we can't experience the ultimate level of living is because everybody in fear. Look at the YouTube videos you get all day long. People speaking on the gang of nothing. A gang of nothing. Everything got something to do with trying to scare you or put you in a state of fear. Everything. You feel me? It's not to wake you up. See, some people make videos to wake you up, but some people make videos to put you in a state of fear. To put you in a state of fear. So they tell you, young man, you gotta get this money. Young women, you gotta get this money. You gotta focus on being educated. You gotta focus on. They tell you that out of fear. They're not telling you that because that's the right way. Because they know it ain't the right way. See, people know money is fake. People know the system is bullshit. People know that we all playing one big game that we will never win. Nobody can never win this game. That's the secret. Nobody can never win this shit. But people only tell you shit out of fear. Ain't that something? People tell you to focus on something fake like money. Ain't that something? People tell you to focus on something fake like education. Ain't that something? People will tell you to focus on something fake like credit. Oh, man, focus on getting credit right. Why do people want you to focus on fake shit like credit? Credit is fake. That ain't even real. Why are you telling me to focus on it? Because of you in fear of what credit would do to you if you didn't have it. You in fear of what money would do to you if you didn't have it. You in fear of what that job would do to you if you didn't have that shit. You in fear of what it's like to not be educated from another man's perspective. And what I learned is fear is keeping us stuck in this game.
Ain't
Fear
scared
is
shit.
keeping everybody running in place. Because don't nobody win the game. Because we all gonna die. That's the truth. Ain't nobody gonna win this shit. This shit is all made up from China to America to Africa, all the way on down to Europe. All this shit is one big game. All this shit is one big game. All this shit fake. You feel me? And the sad part about it, you would think that you would see a people that's trying to do away with the system and get away with these false narratives and get away with these fake ass, religions and spiritual practices and traditions. You would think that people was trying to move away from this shit. That ain't what's happening though. You got people trying to get you to buy into this shit. You got people trying to get you to abide by this shit. Instead of people trying to get you to get away from this shit and wake you up to what's really going on, you got people trying to get you to chase fake money. You got people trying to get you to chase a false education that's full of lies. You got people that's trying to get you to give your life to a fake religion. You got people that's out here, man, trying to commit to a fake job that's trying to give you fake benefits and a fake 401k that's full of fake money because they in fear. They in fear of their life. So all they know is to put out fear to other people. See, the real, true, chosen people of God, we don't fear none of this shit.
None of it.
And the real, true, chosen people of God, we don't even fear death.
So in the hell don't.
We don't fear death.
So don't.
That's why we relentless. We relentless individuals. We very relentless.
Relentless
We
bitch.
don't play the game the way everybody else plays it. In fact, most chosen people that's chosen by God, we don't even like the game. We don't want to participate in none of this shit. We don't even like the matrix. And we're trying to get people to break away from this shit. We're not trying to get people to abide by this shit. See, that's how you know when you're dealing with a true chosen person of God and you're dealing with a pretender or an imposter. See, the imposters, they're going to make it seem like they're being sent by God, but they're trying to keep track of their religion. See, the imposters, they're going to make it seem like they're really true and chosen by God, but they're going to try to keep you a slave to the system. They're going to try to keep you chasing this money. They're going to try to keep you going to work for a corporation that don't give a damn about you. But see, on the flip side, the true chosen people of God, we're going to try to get you to break away from this system. We're going to try to get you to walk away from your jobs. We're going to try to get you to understand what life would be like without the monetary system, without money, without credit, without bank loans, without all this bullshit that was made up by another man.
Yellow.
See, we're going to try to really get you to adapt to nature. To nature. Everybody ain't gonna have you doing that because most people is programmed and most people is under the illusion that this shit really means something or that this shit is really real. They know deep down in their hearts, they know that this shit is fake.
It's fake.
And they're trying to get you to participate in a false narrative, in a fake game, in a fake religion, and work for a fake corporation. And they'll tell you, bro, it's sad because they're doing all this shit out of fear.
Yeah.
They're doing all this shit out of fear. And when you're dealing with people that's highly materialistic, when you're dealing with people that's highly engaged in the system, when you're dealing with people that's highly engaged in the monetary system, you're dealing with a gang of robotic-ass individuals that's in a state of fear.
Yes.
They in a state of fear. And fear is what's keeping us trapped in this game or trapped in this matrix. And that's why most people never break out. And that's why many are called, but only few is chosen. Because most people don't want to live outside of this matrix. Most people don't want to experience what life is like outside of this realm, outside of this matrix, outside of this society, outside of the way this shit is set up. They don't want to experience what life is like. So they always regurgitate false information. They always regurgitate fake knowledge. They always regurgitate. To go get educated, they always regurgitate all these false narratives that don't hold no weight. They keep regurgitating the same bullshit. Go get a job. Oh, man, you gotta hurry up and get this money. Oh, man, I'm telling you, man, please don't waste your best years. The reason why you not to waste your best years and to chase this money and to try to live up financially and all this shit, it's out of fear. It's not out of responsibility. It's not out of responsibility. You have a responsibility to take care of your kids. You have a responsibility to take care of your health. You have a responsibility to treat your brothers and sisters with love. You have a responsibility to preach the truth. Outside of that, it ain't no fucking responsibility. Outside of that, everything is made up and a false narrative of being responsible is all about. See, we get this shit twisted. We think that, oh man, you gotta be responsible. Oh man, you gotta pay your bills. Pay my bills. Why the fuck do I gotta pay bills? That ain't got nothing to do with being responsible. That got something to do with me being in fear and playing into another man's system or another man's game or another man's belief. That ain't got nothing to do with being responsible. Okay, chase this money. Man, you gotta get your money right. All young brothers, all young sisters, y'all gotta be responsible and make sure you get your money right. That ain't got nothing to do with being responsible. Money is fake. Money ain't even real. That ain't got nothing to do with responsibilities.
You better be like.
That got something to do with the illusion of me trying to chase something that's fake. Because I'm in fear of what my life may look like if I don't have it. That's the truth. And that's the thing that most people won't admit. They're afraid what their life will look like without money. They're afraid what their life will look like without that credit score. They're afraid of what their salvation may hold on the other side without participating in their religion. That's why they go to church. That's why they quote Bible verses. That's why they profess to believe in Jesus Christ when they don't follow none of the teachings of Christ. They follow all the teachings and doctrines of Paul. But that's a story for another day. That's why they talk about, they Muslim and they got to pray 5 times a day. They do all that shit because they can fear. They don't do it because they really love Christ. They don't do it because they really love Allah. People don't chase money because they really love money. People don't go to work because they love working for that boss or that corporation. People don't go to school because they really interested in being educated. People do all these things out of fear. People don't settle down in a relationship with a partner because they really love that person and they're really interested in that person. Most people settle down and get involved in these long-term relationships because of fear of being alone and not having nobody by their side. And that's why people, would just disregard their standards. They let people cross their boundaries and then get with people in these relationships and let a motherfucker run all over them. It's because they know. Deep down inside, they in fear of what their life may look like without having somebody next to them. And see, this is the honest to God truth that nobody don't want to admit. Everybody is in fear. It's only a small few chosen people who don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about in a good way. I'm not talking about who don't care in a bad way, because you want to care about certain things. But I'm talking about in a way to where you don't let none of this shit control you. Once you break away from letting all this shit control you, that's being regurgitated, that's when you're free. That's when you really become free. Not physically, but spiritually. Internally. It's a release that takes place after you stop letting all this shit control you. After you stop letting your job control you. After you stop letting these women control you. After you stop letting these men control you. After you stop letting the government control you. After you stop letting the preachers and religion control you. After you stop letting all this shit control you. That's when you really take over your sovereignty, or you really have some kind of level of sovereignty, and you take over your being, because you're not letting none of this shit control you. no matter how much is being regurgitated. People is just regurgitating shit that they think that's true. People not learning from the universe. People not getting no downloads from the universe. People is regurgitating again shit that they was told that's true. And they validated it by Google. Google said it's true, so it gotta be true. Because I looked it up on Google, nigga, fuck you. Google ain't the most high, nigga. We get our knowledge and information and understanding from God. That's where we get our knowledge and information from, and our understanding from. We get it from the divine. We get it from the Most High. We don't get this shit from no Google fool. We really built like this, bro. We don't give a fuck about no Google.
Fuck Google.
Niggas talk about, oh, nigga, I found no Google. A bunch of Google ass niggas. Google Gaga ass niggas. Niggas always talking about what they found on Google. It got to be real. I'm telling you, I seen it on Google. Fool, don't you know Google was made by the government? Huh? Do you know Google was made by the government? The first thing that niggas do to try to prove a point is go Google. When you listen to some of these people, and they giving their spiel on their videos, when they give a spiel in real life, the first thing they'll tell you, man, go look it up on Google. I'm telling you, it's true. How the fuck you know Google got the right information? Do you know Google is a part of the matrix? Do you know Google is not the last source of knowledge? It's not the final source of information. It's not the final source of knowledge. It's not the final source of knowing. You know where that come from? That come from the Most High. And see, the chosen, we get our knowledge and information from God. So when people ask us, man, prove it, we'll be like, bro, listen, the shit you asking us to prove is coming directly from the source. If you're not tapped into the divine, we can't prove it to you because you got to tap into the source. If you're not tapped into that level of knowledge, we can't prove shit to you, fool, because you think that we're supposed to prove you. You think we're supposed to prove something to you based on Google. In Google perspective or Google views. You don't give a fuck about no Google, nigga. But see, the thing about it is, people run to Google because they think Google is a valid source to prove their argument or to prove what they believe. And they don't even know full Google is an agent. Google was made by the government. Google is a bunch of man-made ideologies. Google is a bunch of man-made perspectives. Google is a bunch of words that was made by another man, put there by another man. And what I'm telling you is, you will stop being so in fear when you learn to tap into the source. And when you learn how to give God your undivided attention, and when you learn how to let God lead you, you'll stop being in fear of everything. That's why y'all hear me speak on AI. Oh man, AI, I don't give a fuck about no AI. I don't care about no AI. That's why I don't even speak on AI.
2 million GSP.
Because I don't care about AI. But some people speak on things to wake you up, and some people speak on things because of their fear of what that thing might turn out to be, or their fear of missing out, or their fear of what their salvation may look like when life is all said and done. So most people is doing shit out of fear. You can't really take everybody word for everything, because most of the things you're going to learn or hear from other people is going to be based on fear tactics. Fear tactics. And the sad part about it is, most people will never tell you that. They'll never tell you that. Because they're not tapped in. They need Google. They Google ass niggas. It be a lot of people that so-called think they woke. They not woke. They woke based on Google standards of what being woke is. They woke on based of another man's ideology of what being woke is. They woke based on, another man's perspective of what being woke is. They're not really divinely inspired. They're not divinely inspired. They're going off of the script like everybody else. They're going off the script. Scripts from books. Scripts from fake history and education. Scripts from all these different things that was man-made and given to them. It's crazy. So, one thing I understand and I learned is fear is keeping us trapped in the game. Fear is keeping us trapped in the matrix. Because most people don't want to think about what life may look like outside this game or outside of this prison. This shit got us in prison mentally. Most of us is mentally enslaved. Most of us is mentally in bondage because of fear. Fear got most of us mentally enslaved or in bondage because we're not really tapped into the source. So we really don't believe in God. We really don't respect God. We really don't trust God. We trust the government. We trust the system. We trust getting this money. We trust education. We trust 401k. We trust our entitlement plan. We really don't trust God. Most people really don't trust God. They trust the matrix. They trust the system to do and be and say what it always did, what it always been, and what it always believed people to think it is. Most people don't trust in the Most High. That's why it's hard for people to give up this shit. It's hard for them to give this shit up. You're dealing with a real man. You're dealing with some psychological shit. Some shit that's so deep, so heavy. People don't even know they under the illusion. They just regurgitate shit because they was told it was real by Google. They just regurgitate shit because they was told that it was real by a preacher. They just regurgitate shit because they was told that it was real by a teacher. But what did God say? Is that Bible the Word of God? Have you ever asked yourself that? Or did you just wake up and go along with that shit like everybody else? Is that Quran really the Word of God? Did you ever stop thinking about that? Or did you just go along with it? Because man told you that was the Word of God.
I'm out.
Fear is keeping us trapped in this game. And we is imprisoned through the minds. We is enslaved through the minds. And every time we nigga try to prove a point, you know what he do? He run to Google. That's one program ass nigga. A nigga try to prove his point by running to Google. Google said this. I'm telling you, Google got Google got ass niggas. You ain't even tapped into the Most High. You tapped into Google.
Yeah.
And AI. Y'all stay woke out there. And be careful who you follow. Because everybody not giving you information based on knowledge. Some people giving you information based on fear. Understand what I'm telling you? Be careful. Peace. 100.
Step into the ring. Three, two, one,
Ha! Yeah, I do play people.
Shark Blast Boss. Customize your blast to any task. You're the boss. Blast like it.
University of Phoenix has no tuition games, just fixed and affordable tuition.
Well, I am. I just got in the line. Duh. You want to do that? Appreciate that follow. ain't even have to do it. Dang. Oh, shit. Get lost.
Gamefly is the best way to try new games. Rent it, love it.
It is that tip.
You know what makes a 3-hour editing sessions even better? Not having to close.
When I heard I was
GG. Get lost. Damn. You lost.
If your priorities are family, work, and school, in that order, University of Phoenix helps you keep it that way.
But
With up to 17 opportunities a year to start your degree and an online classroom that's accessible 24/7, 365. You'll have the freedom to live your life.
Do you guys see this shit? Do you see this slot on the screen? Bro. I don't always lose because of Street Fighter 6. You get a Venom.
Let me get across negative cheese. With the
Street Fighter 6 is literally the game, baby. You'll never see me lose like this in another Street Fighter game of 6. Just like you'll never see Daigo losing to random ass niggas in any fighting game labeled Street Fighter but this. This is the game, it ain't me. This allows dumb niggas to just YOLO themselves to victories. When you see me play 6, I'm always gonna lose to random niggas. The game's designed for it to do that. It's designed for bad players to do that. It's not designed for the better players to actually win. It's designed for the remedial fuck to have a chance at beating the better player by slobbing all over the controller and pulling shit off. That shit was trash as fuck. The one on 360 felt way better. Like, the one on 360 was fire back in the day. That's why I don't play those trash ass games. Jab, hurricane. Street Fighter 6.
You know why many of y'all are living such a small life? You want to know why you keep repeating the same old thing over and over and over again. You keep wondering why you're not really getting nowhere in life. I'll tell you exactly why. Right? I'll tell you a few reasons why. One, you scared to be by yourself. Yep. You're scared to be by yourself. Many of you, you're scared of the deep, dark thoughts that you're thinking. You're scared to tackle yourself. You're scared to get to know yourself. You're scared to really go deep in and figure yourself out. You're scared of who you actually are, right? And once upon a time, I used to be the same way. Once upon a time, I used to be, scared not to have music in the background. I used to be scared, not having, noise in the background. Like I always had to stay busy, right? Every single day I had to stay busy. Even when it wasn't achieving anything, right? Just staying busy, just so I wouldn't have to deal with my thoughts, just so I wouldn't have to deal with myself. But one day I decided, this had to be around maybe 10 years ago, right? I'm 30 now, so around 20 years old, 21 years old, right? And this is around the same, year that I had my daughter. I really had to dive deep, man. I really had to dive deep. I really had to figure out what I wanted in life. I really had to figure out, who I was internally, right? Growing up, the world told me I had to be this way, right? I had to be that way, or this was the way to think. This was the way to breathe. This was the way to eat, right? I'm thinking that, well, a path had already been laid out for me, so this must be the path that, I have to take. Little did I know that was far from the truth, right? And many of you, you're coming up in age, especially you young folks, and maybe even some of you middle-aged and older folks, you're probably just now coming into this kind of wisdom. You're probably just now coming into this kind of knowledge where you just now starting to understand yourself. You're just now starting to realize that you never had to go down the route that everybody else told you to go down, right? And that's what terrifies a lot of people, right? It terrifies people to think for themselves. It terrifies people to have to, breathe on their own without the ventilator, right? A lot of y'all are not breathing on your own, right? You're not thinking, on your own accord. You're abiding by the media. You're abiding by the people around you, the job that you're working, right? The no good people that you're around. Listen, man. If people are not, on my level or higher, or even, pushing me towards the direction that I want to go, they gotta go, right? They gotta go. And I've become so ruthless with this. I don't care if it's family, right? Listen, y'all gotta understand, life is cold, right? Life can get cold, right? It can get hectic out here. Life shows no mercy. So for you to be able to, survive the ups and downs of life, you have to become exactly how life is, right? Sometimes you gotta go, with the wind, right? Sometimes you gotta put life in a chokehold. Sometimes you gotta choke life out. Sometimes you gotta pull that bitch hair, right, and let her know who's boss, right? A lot of y'all are not willing to be cold-hearted, right? You're not willing to be just brutal and ruthless with your own life. And, that even means cutting off family members, right? People that you may love, right? Moms, dads, it doesn't matter. I don't give a flying F if it's in the way of me taking care of myself and taking care of the family that I created, then listen, it gotta go. Right? A lot of y'all keep around people, y'all keep around friends that, don't mean you any good. Y'all do the same thing every day, right? Nobody's sitting around talking about no business move. Nobody's sitting around talking about no money moves. Everybody want to talk about what's going on, the Real Housewives, love and hip hop, right? What's going on, Love Island, all of that BS nonsense, the FIFA World Cup. Everybody want to talk about those things. Nobody want to actually talk about just advancing in life, right? And everything is not always about money either, right? Just advancing in just the way that you see the world, right? Just advancing in, the way that you think about the world. How do you do that if everything that y'all are talking about is literally like nothing? It's the lowest vibrational thought path that you can have, right? And I've had close friends growing up, right? I've had close friends growing up, right? Eventually, I went my own separate way, right? And this is what I mean by, many of you are scared to be alone. I was alone for a long time, right? Still to this day, right? I have no friends like that. I mean, I talk to family members occasionally, but if they're not headed in the same direction as me, I don't really want to. And that's just me, right? Some of y'all may say it's brutal. Some of you may say, well, you need relationships, and I agree. Many people do need relationships to survive in this world, right? And I'm not saying that relationships are bad. What I'm saying is, right, the relationship that a lot of people have are counterintuitive to some of the things that they're saying. Like if you're saying that, okay, I want to be the best at this, or I want to do this, or maybe even going to school, or I want to take up a degree, but the friends around you, they hanging out every night, they drinking and all of that stuff, and you're trying to study. I mean, that's counterintuitive.
I built a life, I built a family, I worked my hand. Date night calls for something exceptional. Dove Men Body Wash, crafted to be unforgettable.
Take you down the ladder. See, when I was in high school, right, I hung around everybody, right? I kind of had the best of both worlds, right? And that's kind of how I am today, right? I love to hang around different people. I love to see different backgrounds. I love to see different thought processes. And, that trait has, developed me into the person and the man that I am today. But back in high school, listen, we had the gang bangers, right? We had the weed heads. We had the nerds, right? We had the frat people, right? You had your cool, too cool for school people. You had different people, right? And when it was time to head out from school, listen, I'll smoke a little ganja with the weed heads, and talk with the little gang bangers, and sometimes I'll be after school hanging around with the nerds, just getting an overall view on life, right? And adding it to who I am, and then using whatever I need to advance myself. Never getting too comfortable with people, I know, are in, a bad situation, or people that I know who are up to no good, right? But many of you, instead of just, accepting them as just human beings, because everybody's human being, everybody's on their own journey in life, but instead of just accepting people for just being human beings and loving them just for being human beings, many of you, you'll bring them into your home, you'll start doing the same things as them, you'll start, talking like them, having the same habits as them, and before you know it, listen, the goals and the aspirations that you once had, now they're null and void. Now you out every weekend, now you partying, now you getting into trouble, now you doing drugs that you're not supposed to be doing, now you smoking now. Right? I've seen this time and time again. I've seen people literally, right? I've seen people literally just, fall off the cliff. Not literally, just figuratively, right? I've seen people fall off the cliff. People who are smart, people who are, straight A students, people who are headed towards a great path in life. I've seen people literally take a fall from grace. And this happens more than people like to admit, right? And this, again, this goes back to people are not willing to be alone. People are scared to be alone. People are scared to be by themselves. People are scared to just not have friends. Listen, we all can agree that there's some importance of having friends, having family, but to really keep it real, to really keep it funky with y'all, if you really want what you say you want out of life, you're going to have to dead that. Right? If just to be fair, square with you, to be honest, depending on how high up you want to go in life, a lot of those things are going to have to be dead. Not saying that you can't talk to anybody, not saying that you can't have some friends that you call here and there, right? But you got to have somebody in your corner that truly understands the journey that you're on, right? It's not really about just cutting everybody off and not having nobody to talk to per se, but the people that you talk to really have to understand where you are in life and where you want to be in life. Because guess what? Even if you do have people to talk to, and I've heard many stories like this, even if you do have people to talk to, right, it can still feel just as lonely as if they weren't there because those people don't understand. Those people don't understand what it means to make the sacrifices that you need to make to get to where you need to be. Those people don't understand why you up late nights instead of out on a Saturday night. Those people don't understand that. Right? So you gotta have somebody in your corner who you can call, who, and be like, yeah, I understand. Yeah, tell me what's going on. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. Right? Not everybody has to be on your level to be in your corner. Right? And that's something that I had to, learn myself. Everybody that is a wise, has a wise tongue, is not somebody necessarily who is just, at the peak, of the ladder, at the highest of the highs. Listen, I've heard wisdom from all levels. I've heard wisdom from children. I've heard wisdom from homeless people. I've heard wisdom from people at the top of the food chain and at the bottom of the food chain. Right? Wisdom comes in all shapes and forms. It's not really dictated, from how much money you have, what kind of career you're working, how advanced, you are in life. It really has nothing to do with that, right? Because I met stupid people from the whole top down. I met stupid people at the bottom. I met stupid people at the top, right? So that doesn't matter. But when you really want to get somewhere in life, you got to make that sacrifice still. Right? A lot of people are not willing to make that sacrifice. A lot of people are not willing to go into solitude. A lot of people are not willing to go into a chamber. A lot of people are not willing to disappear for 365 days. Just disappear for 365 days. Right? Disappear for a whole year.
Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 live on Fox 1, June 11th.
Right? Go into a cocoon for a whole year. Right? Stop doing everything that you were doing. Stop those old habits, the same friends. Stop going out with them. Right? And then this will also determine who's in your corner as well. Right? Go and disappear. Right? Go and tell them, hey, I want to, you know what? I'm kind of over this whole job. Ish. I want to go and travel. I want to go to Thailand for about a few months, right? I got a little bit saved up. I just need to free my mind for a little bit, right? Go and learn some Taekwondo or something, right? Go and, eat some noodles and ramen and all kinds of stuff. Shed a little bit of weight off. Start exercising. Go on some runs. Free your mind a little bit. See how many people are left in your corner when you come back. Right? Or you say, you know what, this is the year that I get in shape. I want to shade some of this fat off. Right? Or this is where I want to start this business this year, but it's going to require me to put in a whole bunch of time. I can't go out no more. I can't do the same thing anymore. I can't hang with y'all today. I can't hang with y'all tomorrow. Right? Let's see how many of those people are in your corner when you come out of that cocoon. Right? For a lot of people, those same people are not in their corner anymore. Right? For a lot of people, those friend groups disappear. Right? Or find you a good woman, find you a good man for the ladies. Right? How many of those women who were in your corner when you were single will be in your corner now? For the fellas, how many of those guys are in your corner now versus when you find a good woman and you want to settle down, you just want to take a chill pill? How many of those guys will be in your corner? That's when you can really see, who was all for you in the first place. Because a lot of y'all are probably with people or, around people who are just sabotaging you anyway. Listen, I've said this before and I'll say it again. There's many people who will know who you are before you know yourself. Right? They see your potential. They see what you could become. Right? But they stop you. Right? They stifle your growth. They stop you from exceeding because, listen, you can't get bigger than the program. right? You can't get bigger than the program. And a lot of friends are not really your friends. They just don't want you to become bigger than the program. So they make sure you go out every night. They make sure, you got a drink in your hand. They make sure, we can skip the gym. We can, you ain't got to start that business right now, man. Life's too short. Life's too short. You're right. You're right. Life is too short. Life is too short to be sitting around drinking with you ninjas, right? Life is too short to be sitting around lollygagging with you ninjas, man. Right? Life is too short to not just go above and beyond, right? And a lot of times, it's going to take. You're going to be fearful. There's going to be a lot of things that you go through. There's going to be some doubts that you may have. All of that, you're going to feel all of that. Trust me. Yes, I get it. However, what's going to separate you from everybody else, what's going to separate you from the people who execute and the people that don't, is literally the execution, regardless of what you're feeling at that time. Right? Regardless of what you feel. And I've done a lot of things, and I'm just like, man, I don't think I should do this, but then I jump in. Right? I jump anyway, and that is literally what has separated me from the rest. Right? Not giving a damn. Sometimes you just gotta not give a damn what nobody is saying. As long as you're doing the proper research and preparing properly, as long as you're doing that and you're setting yourself up good, from the just at the very beginning, just a baseline, you'll be fine. Right? Literally. Many of the times that I've taken the leap, I've landed just fine. Sometimes I landed a little raggedy, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I may have twisted my ankle a little bit when I jumped. Right? Sometimes I came out with a sprained ankle, but overall I came out A-okay, learned what I needed to learn, and ready for the next jump. Right? But it took me going into that deep, dark place. It took me, pushing away people, right, who are not on the same path as me. That's what it took. It took me going deep into my mind, deep into my soul, right, and digging deep and dealing with thoughts and, just characteristics or, unfavorable habits. It took me going through all that and seeing that. And dealing with that for me to even get to this point. And there's still more levels to go. There's still more things that I got to do. You can go deeper, right? I can go even deeper than I've already gone just to get to the next level that I'm looking to get to. But yeah, man, this video is for the people who want to get somewhere in life. This is for the people who, you may have been feeling this, you may have been thinking this, and then this video just popped up, and now it solidified what you were already thinking. It solidified what you were already about to do in the first place. So I'm glad to be that solidification. But yeah, anyway, listen, the PFP, man. Purpose, freedom, and power, the applicability, ideology, the escape blueprint is the framework, and PFP life is how you should live, and purpose, and freedom. Hit the link down below. Come over and join the inner circle. If you want more wisdom or knowledge like this, you want to join a high-intensity group full of like-minded individuals, come and join. We will be having our first networking event in Cartagena, Colombia at the end of the year, going into the new year. So we will be celebrating New Year's out there. So come and join, come and chit-chat with us, right? And come and learn something most importantly. And I can help you and guide you into the direction that you need to go into. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos on Patreon leading exactly up to this point where I am now. And I'll show you guys a little where I'm at right now. Inside the gym, just looking at this view while I'm up here sweating like a Hebrew slave. But anyway, man, come and join the Patreon. Come and join the inner circle. And I'll see you guys on Patreon, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I built a life, I built a family, I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how to stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join a circle, join Patreon, learn steps, and protect your freedom. The escape blueprint, PFP life.
I spent many years out getting PTSD and lost my immunity. Using these lasers is what actually got me grounded again. My name is Will Coe. I live in Clinton, Georgia. I used to be a combat medic, and I was in Iraq for 17 months. I was in law enforcement for 20 out of 25 years. I worked criminal investigations, narcotics. I was on SWAT teams and in high-risk environments. When I retired in 2021, all of a sudden, all that was over. You go from being in those real high adrenaline situations, high situations, to then all of a sudden everything stops. And then a friend of mine talked to me, he introduced me to X-Tool. That little green F100G was my little pick-me-up. It's what helped me. Brought me back into the world. I've been through so much trauma that whenever you don't have anything to do, your mind just goes idle. So you get to thinking about things. Well, whenever I get to messing with all you don't have time to think about things. Your mind goes idle because you're constantly doing material testing. You learn speeds and powers, parameters. You don't have time to really think about other things because you're so worried about learning all this other stuff that you concentrate on that. There's time that I can make $4,000 in a week. That don't ever hurt. It's not for the money. I do it because to me, whenever I make you something and you're like, oh man, this is awesome. That's me. It's that satisfaction. And it's just like in law enforcement where you did something that made somebody feel good, that's more rewarding than anything. I don't do this long. No, my wife said behind this support me 3 or 4 months ago. She was, no, I'm not having nothing to do with your lasers. That's yours. I'm not doing. So now she's running all my machines. I just bought her the Paratrainer and the Neptune Ultra. Our 28-year-old daughter loves the things that I create. I want her to understand that I could have just retired. And I decided not to. I wanted to keep going. I built this business for all of us. There's always joy in being able to make things for people and see the satisfaction that you have to get from that of people's money. Money comes and goes, but being able to bring that satisfaction is
Got 2 songs coming out for y'all.
the first home search you can actually talk to. All you have to do is only on homes.com.
I be having random people who I've never seen in my real life, who I've never met in person. I got random people that be sending me messages, like nasty messages. Sometimes they be like, I'm gonna fight you. Like I had this one girl send me a message, and she was like, your time is coming to an end. I don't even know this. I don't even know this girl. I don't even know who she is. I don't even know none of these people. But the point I made is, even if you get on social media, people be waiting to tear you down, and they don't even have to know you, man. They don't even have to even know who you are. They don't have to know your personality. They don't have to know what your life like. They just quick, everybody just quick to tear you down. And it's like, anytime you try to put your hand out to other people, anytime you try to like be nice, or you just try to, you might say to yourself one day, I'm just go out and try to see if I can meet with you. You always feel like this kind of like, man, I'm just gonna try to be cool and say something to somebody. Lo and behold, you try to be nice to somebody, try to say something, try to get close to somebody, right back, they tear you right back down. Have you ever noticed that? So the moment you open up your heart, the moment you just open up your arms to love somebody, to heal to somebody, that same person will be the same person. It always happens. It will be the same person to turn around the next day and tear you down. So that's what I say, man. I don't know, these are some strange times. We live in the last days. It's gotta be. Everybody's so divided, and that's why I came to Thailand to find a better lifestyle. As a man, I came out here for a better dating life. All this, truth be told, man, it is the same all around. It's the same all around, man. It's bitter people out here too, man. You can't get away from it. Fellas, I feel your pain. Fellas, I know y'all can't get with no girls. Because the moment you try to love a girl, trying to get close to a girl, there you go. She tear you down. Make you feel bad. Want to take you to jail. Want to take all your money. Same thing with ladies. Same thing with y'all too. Y'all go through it. But I'm just speaking from a man's perspective. Can't get close to nobody no more, man. If you want to, here's the thing I found out to be true, okay? Because I've been traveling and I've been pretty much on my own for a long time, man. Like ever since I was like 22 years old, I was like on my own. You feel me? I'm 37 years old right now, right? Ever since I was like 22 years old, I've always been my own provider. Always. I don't know. I'm good at knowing how to like. I'm good at depending on myself. I'm good at independence. Some of y'all like it. That's why y'all know it. But like I said, you never really gonna get ahead. You're never gonna win. I know it's sad to say, but it must be said. You never really truly gonna win in life until you leave people alone. Because people ain't. That's crazy, but it's true. I found that to be true. I've experimented with this for a long time. Some of y'all by yourself right now watching this video, and you got the most peace that you could ever have. But when the moment you go deal with some folks, man, the moment you go deal with some folks, what they do? They tear you down. They break your spirit. It ain't until when you deal with other people, they break your spirit start getting broken. You feel your heart start getting broken. Like your life start becoming stressful. When you start dealing with other people, that's how it always is, man. But when you by yourself, when you on your own, when you ain't in a relationship, when you ain't got the kids around for a few hours or something. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, damn, my life, man, I'm good. I'm good. You got peace, you got happiness, you feel motivated, you feel confident, you get to keep your money, you get to keep your sanity. I mean, it's just like when you by yourself, man. It's like everything happens for you all the time, and it's always something good. Your life gets better, your health gets better. I mean, everything starts just falling into place when you leave people alone. I know, because I be doing it. I like with me personally, I leave people alone for like a couple of days. You know, if I got friends, I got people I talk to, but I don't really consider them my people because I don't trust them. I've seen too many people come in my life and then screw me over the next day. I'm so used to it. It's almost like it ain't even I'm expecting. I'm not even expecting people to be real with me no more. I'm used to fakery. I'm used to people crashing out. I'm used to people not living up to their responsibility. I'm used to people leaving me hanging in the pin dry. I'm used to it. But like I said, sometimes I'll be by myself. I'll be in hermit mode. I won't mess with nobody. 2 days, maybe 3 days. If I can get through, maybe I can go 4 days. It's like my best life ever, man. I feel good. I feel inspired. I make more videos. Everything. But the moment I start dealing with people and letting people in my life, man, it seems like everything. It's like all hell breaks loose. Have you ever been in a situation before? That's how I feel. And, you know, I don't know if y'all feel like this. Comment below if you feeling like this, because I can't be the only one that going through this. And like I say, let me go ahead and clear this up. It ain't us most of the time. We are good people. I'm hoping if you still watch my channel, I'm just like you, man. Okay, you probably ain't never met me before, but I can guarantee you just kind of just like me. Some of y'all ain't like me, but you just don't like me. Okay, because I be seeing now like me. You think you like me, but you're not like me, not like Trent. But for the most part, most of y'all think just like me because this is I build all this because I got like-minded individuals like you that watch me, and if you have a channel, I'll watch you too. You know what I mean? But we nice people. That's what I'm trying to say. The point I'm trying to make. We are not bad people. And if you ever be walking around wandering in your home or outside walking your dog, whatever you do, and you have thoughts running through your mind, and you're saying like you're a bad person, like you're a nasty person, you're a sinful person, God don't like you. You this, you that. If you have thoughts running through your mind like that, listen, I want to tell you something. It's not you. It is not you. Trust me, it is not us. It's not us. It's everybody else, man. People are not nice no more. They not. They don't know how to be. Everybody's a loser, man. I ain't never met so many nasty people in my whole life until this time. Can't call nobody, can't say hey to nobody, can't check on nobody, nothing. Because anytime you try to do it, they're going to break and crush your spirit and make you feel bad for being nice. That's how it always happens to children. That's how we always go through our life. We go through our whole life trying to do for everybody else, trying to make everybody else feel good. And the only thing that happens is they shit on us. Every single time. So it puts us in a position where we be like, man, you know what? I don't want to fuck with nobody. I can be good, I can be bad all by my damn self. That's how it makes us feel. If you're chosen one, if you're the chosen one, that's how it makes you feel. It's like we damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Nobody plans for this moment. It starts as something that's supposed to help, until it's the only thing you need.
You know, and again, I want to apologize. Like I said, I haven't been making no videos lately because of this very reason that I'm making this video. I'm telling you, like, I've been trying to put my trust in people, and I have to recharge my whole spirit back up again because I done let some damn Decepticons steal my damn joy. Trying to make me feel bad. People trying to make me feel bad, and I do all this shit for them.
They stink.
And I can't be the only one to do it. And that's why I'm telling y'all, I want to help some of y'all. I want to help some of y'all. I don't know if y'all think I'm joking or if I'm not. Some people say, Trent, you a scam. How the hell I'm a scam and I got over $300 to survive?
I've been doing this for a long time. I ain't got no reason to scam nobody. I'm already straight. I'm in Thailand, I'm in Malaysia, I can go well. And I don't really need nothing. Like I told y'all in the video, I'm good by myself. I don't need nobody take care of me. Nobody. I'm a man, bro. I'm a man. So if you don't trust me, that's not my fault. That's a problem you got on your own. Okay, but people that really want me to help them get out of the situation, if you're in a situation right now and you don't have nobody supporting you, trust me, I get it. You don't have nobody trying to help you get out of the situation so you can start living your life the way you want to live it. I told you the best thing you can do right now with me is let me help you learn how to trade. That's the best thing I can help you do. But other than that, I can't help nobody do nothing else. Like I said, I am a person who's tired of trying to take my shirt off my back for people, and they don't never put no shirt back on my back when I get cold. So, trading, if you want to learn how to do trading, hit me up, TrennisHenderson@gmail.com. TrennisHenderson@gmail.com. Is it free? No. So don't hit me up if you're not willing to invest in yourself. Is it expensive? No. But you gotta pay me for me helping you and telling you how to trade. You gotta pay me for giving you the sauce, giving you the advice. Okay, this is my time. So I just want you to pay me for my time. But anyway, this ain't about trading. Like I said, man, we live in a nasty world nowadays, y'all. And it's all over the world. It ain't just America, it ain't just, man, it's a problem going on. It's like a phenomenon. It's like the damn tribulation or something.
Stinking ass.
You can't.
The stinking
I'm
ass.
about to end this video. You can't.
Motherfuckers got stinking ass spirit.
No more. You good, you better.
They can look good all damn day, but they ass stink. They spirit stink.
Man, if somebody even smiles at you, shit ain't even no reason to get happy, bro. You can't trust nobody no more. It's like something has happened. Like the trust switch is turned off. You can't trust not a soul no more. Especially if you're a nice person. You can't. Excuse me for my language, but people only gonna fuck you over every single time. Seems like nobody is genuine no more. Except for Big Bro trading you. Nobody ain't real. Nobody ain't genuine no more. Ain't nobody authentic. Ain't nobody funny no more. Don't nobody know how to have fun. Nothing.
And some bots.
You be having fun or some shit. Motherfuckers be looking at you like you fucking, like you an alien if you have fun and shit, man. It's crazy out here, bro. So, stay to yourself, man. People ain't SHIT, man. Trust me, it ain't you. It's these damn people out here. I don't know what the hell is in the air, but these people out here are losing their damn mind, man. And like I say, man, a lot of people are very dumbed down and they lose. It ain't you. You could be moving to the beat of the drum. You know, you can skip it to my move, doing everything right. It ain't you. They'll make you feel like it's your show box and shit. So, chosen word, remember, stay focused. Stay to yourself most of the time. You will guard your energy and your aura. Okay? Don't let these people bring you down mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, nothing, because they will do. Okay? If you ask me, I think it's just spiritual warfare going on at an all-time high right now. It's some high spiritual warfare, and it's a spirit going around trying to beat up on people's mental, spirit, life, everything. So, best thing I can tell you again, stay sane, stay focused, stop trying to be happy, get rid of all the toxic feelings. Don't argue bad energy, just let it go. If somebody try to do something to you, or somebody do say something to you, whatever, man, don't try not to think about it. Just let it go. Just let it go. Don't think about it. Just try to jump back to that spirit of happiness as fast as you can. I guarantee you, man, it'll feel so much better when you do. Okay? So, stay blessed. It's your big bro trend. And by the way, y'all want to hear y'all tell us keep talking. Got so much to say. I ain't seen y'all today. But I don't really. I'm getting to a point now where I cannot keep track of time that y'all get up versus what I'm up. I'm just gonna just upload videos like randomly now. Okay, so yeah, I'm all over the place. Okay, because then I'm all over the place. I'm literally in different countries and stuff. Okay, so I ain't gonna be uploading on no schedule no more, y'all. So I'm just gonna put the video out there. If you want to watch me, come back to my channel and replay the videos. Okay, but if you want to be notified of my videos when they come out, click the bell notification, which besides the subscribe button. Click the bell to turn on all notifications. Because I think YouTube ain't letting me. All 300,000 of y'all, it ain't notifying all y'all. They not telling all y'all people that I'm on videos because they don't got stingy. Okay? I don't know why they act like that nowadays, but it used to be different back in the day. They used to actually get all the people up and tell them, hey, please upload video. They don't do that no more for some kind of reason. I don't know why. They don't do it no more. But I know all y'all don't be knowing that I upload the video until like a few days later. So that's why my views kind of went down. That's why a lot of people views is down because nobody getting notified. Y'all see these channels out here with billions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, be like 1,000 views on their video. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. So make sure y'all turn on the bell notification so you can be notified personally. You gotta do it. Turn on the bell right now. Right now after this video. And go down there and click that bell so you'll be notified every time Big Bro upload videos like this. With that being said, man, hey.
Scrubbing bubbles. That's the scrubby way.
Step back in time at Silver Dollar City this summer to the rides, the memories, and
I see why a lot of ladies, looking back on the past, and I used to, talk about, why some of the ladies be acting the way they do. I kind of started to see a little bit of understanding. I had a little bit of understanding of why some women are so cautious, and they're so aware that they are, they walk fast, they don't want to talk to you, they think a lot of guys is like creeps and weirdo ladies. I'm starting to see why. Like, even dudes. Man, there's some strange ass guys out here. Like grown ass men nowadays act like women. Seriously, man. Like, I'm reading stuff now. I'm reading stuff online. People got profile pictures, but sometimes profile pictures be fake. Like, and I'm just reading some of the stuff these guys be writing. I'm like, bro, you are a straight weirdo. Like, it's really guys out here keeping tabs on other men. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's really men keeping tabs on other men. Like, y'all know me, man. I like to post videos inside the house. I like to sit in my seats, sit in my sofas. You know what I'm saying? That's what type I am. I could go outside sometimes. Like the next video, I'm gonna be outside, but I could go outside and record outside and walk the city, walk the streets, walk the beach. I could do it all day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like this. I've been posting in my house, right? My condo. Don't somebody commented on one of my recent videos? Not that I care. I don't care. But I'm just giving y'all an example of how strange these methods is out here. Tell all the Decepticons, how people nowadays they turn into zombies or something. So I'm posting in here like, right? I see a comment, some guy. This is how I'm thinking how they act behind these camera phones and behind their keyboards because they be thinking they keyboard thugs and keyboard games. They be like, he was like, stop acting like you're in private too. You know you're back in North Carolina. I'm like, damn. Like you a whole grown man, right? How you even know I'm from North Carolina? You been on my ass that long that you know what I'm. And he's so wrong. It's stupid, dumb, crazy. It's like, and I'm just using me as an example. It's like if you know I'm from North Carolina, right? You got the intelligence, or a little bit of intelligence. You got the intelligence to know you're in North Carolina, but you got the dumbness to know that I'm not that in the States. Like, how ignorant is that? Like, that's what I'm saying, though. I don't know what people are becoming nowadays, but you have to stay to yourself. Because it's some real weirdos out here. And they don't have nothing else to do. They don't have no life. Their life is nothing. And the only way they get a kick and a thrill out of anything that they doing is they look at you. They look at you. They look at the chosen one. And they say, why, they say this and they say that. They say, what you doing this for? What you doing that for? Chosen one. But why you do it? It's like, why are you worried about? You are adults. I am not your child. That's why I say you gotta, like nowadays, man, stay to yourself, man. I'm telling you, you are your own greatest version. You are your own greatest version. We ain't gonna be find too many greatest versions like you. This world is becoming more and more of a simulation every single day. I am ready for Grand Theft Auto to come out so I can go see what that is like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we be in the house, we be to ourselves a lot. I know a lot of y'all heard about that Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, right? Man, it's a $2 billion game. They invested $2 billion into a game. You know what they did for these NPCs? They did it for these people so they can be distracted. They don't want to go outside. They won't go outside and they won't live their life. I can't wait. Because when they make that game, and it do come out in November, if it do come out, I might play a little bit, but that's going to help us be able to go back outside while these NPCs is in the house playing that game. For real, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say the world nowadays we live in, it's like a simulation outside. It's like a simulation outside. It's like you walk outside, you gotta be this way, you gotta act like this, you gotta pretend like that, you gotta walk like this, you gotta have this kind of facial expression. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do all this stuff just to be outside amongst the population nowadays because they are mostly like NPCs. That's the only way I can describe it, man. They're not here. A lot of people are not there. And it's like you can't even help them if you try. That's why people like us, we gotta stick together, chosen ones. Make sure y'all go join the chosen ones society group, man. We need more members in it. Or y'all can just be without us. I thought we supposed to be connected to chosen ones. I pay for this community out of my own pocket every month. You mean to tell me you don't want to come in and contribute to the cause? Get connected with other chosen ones around the world. You know, it's just like a problem. That always happens when I make a video, but it'll never happen when I'm not making a video. But anyway, come join the chosen ones group by clicking the link below in the comment section at the top. Man, we just try to connect with people like-minded individuals so we have real people to talk to and have real conversations and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like you can't connect no more. You can't connect with nobody you don't trust. It's up. I wouldn't be surprised if the world became an apocalypse, like in the next couple months. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you literally gotta stay to yourself, man. You gotta stay to yourself and you gotta do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because tell me, it's scary out here. But yeah, I just want to speak that truth, man, and let y'all know that
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. Two delicious wake-up wraps.
Really want somebody to be around. It ain't your fault. It's the generation before you fault. If you stuck in a situation right now and it feels like you can't get out, nobody don't want to help you, nobody don't want to understand your situation, and you just feel stuck. And you don't really need people to help you. You just need somebody to just lift you up. It's not your fault. It's the generation before your fault. If you see all this stuff on the news that's going on, all this political stuff, all these wars, and it just, you just upset because you can't get ahead economically, you can't find a good job or nothing, ain't nobody hiring, it's not your fault. It's the generation before your fault. Half of the shit you going through right now, I'm just keep it real. It's not you, man. It's not you. Now me, I'm 37 years old, okay? Of course I don't look like it. I don't act like it. I am young. I got energy. My skin still glow. That's the way it goes when you got a good spirit, right? Maybe you're the same way. I don't know. What's your age? Comment below. I want to know your age and everything. But somebody help me figure this out. I'm 37, right? How old are you? Okay? Because when I say generation before you, listen, y'all, I'm not talking about you or necessarily me. We not the problems. We just the victims of the circumstances that we was left with. We was left with the burden. We was left with all the consequences. We was left with the effect because the generation before us messed shit up so bad. We can't even enjoy our life because they ass slapped off and they messed it up so bad for us. We can't even enjoy ourselves. And the only thing we want to do, only thing we trying to do is just live a decent life. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure you ain't trying to be mega rich, filthy rich. You ain't trying to buy a yacht and go to Monaco and have your own personal helicopter and G5 airplane. You ain't trying to do none of that. You probably just like Big Bro Trend. You just want to have a decent life. You want to be able to put some food in your refrigerator, not have to worry about bills, not have to worry about how you're going to feed your kids. That's what you want. You just want basic financial freedom. We all do. But somebody please tell me, what was that generation before us called? Because I don't really remember. I used to know all the generational stuff, Generation Y, Generation X. I know we like millennials, right? If I'm not mistaken, they call us millennials. Comment below, do your research real quick. Who was that damn generation before us? And when I say that generation before, I'm talking about
80s babies.
Don't feel offended. I'm talking about your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your auntie, them. What else? Your older cousin, your older cousins. Who was them motherfuckers right there? That's what I'm talking about. Them. And excuse my language, y'all know I like to get off when I'm talking about something passionate. They fucked shit up so bad, man. And then the thing about it, what they did was, they ran into the damn woods. And they don't want nobody to say nothing about it. This is what they did, man. They ran off into the sunset, zipped their lips, closed their doors on us, cut off their lights. They don't want to talk to us. They don't want to discuss why your life is the way it is. They don't want to say nothing about why you're going through what you're going through. Anytime you start talking about this shit, they run back to the damn mountains. You know why? Because they're guilty, man. That's why we going through so much of this stuff today. If you ask me, I'm talking about everything from political stuff. Even in the politics, folks, that stuff don't got nothing to do with us, right? Am I right or am I wrong? That stuff, these are old people that's causing this chaos. Old people who still think they got power, who still want to be in control, who still think they run shit. They need to set their ass down somewhere and go to bed and let new people take over the show.
Moderate to severe eczema with that unbearable itch. When it's uncontrolled despite topical treatment, relieve itch fast with clearer skin that lasts. Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take it for...
Damn it. Chosen ones, let us take over the show. Old ass president, another old ass president, 70 years old. You don't understand what the young generation needs. Put somebody in there at 30, 35, 37. I'm passionate about this, y'all. It's about to get real deep. But real talk, man. I was just sitting here thinking about this, man. I've been thinking about this for the past 2 weeks, man. I'm like, man, why are we struggling so hard? And we are good people. Why? You look good, you smell good, you work hard, you put forth the effort. But why it seem like you can't get ahead? Huh? You ever ask yourself that? You can't get ahead because they don't want you to get ahead. The elders. And see, it took me a long time to make this video because I respect my elders. I was raised by my grandma, mostly. My grandma, I was raised by old people. You know what I mean? My mama looked out for me. You know, my daddy looked out for me too. But mostly, I was really hanging with my older grandma, my grandma and them. I was really hanging with my grandma and mostly my pawpaw, sitting on the porch while he smoked cigarettes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because with me, I had, and you probably was the same way, you can relate, but I had grandma and grandpa on both sides of my family, my mom and my daddy family, so I was hanging with them after school every day, everything. But now, real talk, it's not you, it's the generation before us, y'all. They messed this shit up so bad, man. They was out, listen, this is what they did. They was out at the skating ring, skating and kissing and mooching and FUC, you know what I'm saying, doing all that all day long, partying, selling drugs, being thugs, dancing, having dance-offs and stuff, fighting, right? They were having all this fun. All they like growing up. Because it was just so good for them. Right? They were having all this good time. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. They were having so much fun, right? All their life. And look. And then, like they were having so much fun. They made all these damn kids, right? I'm pretty sure your mama, daddy, whoever watches this video, I'm pretty sure your siblings got like, it's probably like 4 of y'all brothers and sisters or something like that, right? They had all this fun. And they had no plan on what they was going to do with their futures, right? Let me walk back this way because it's more like that. They had no plan on what they were going to do with their future. The only thing they know was to have fun and enjoy the moment. Am I right or am I wrong? That's what the generation did. And they had all these kids. They threw all these damn parties and stuff, but they wasn't focused on the future for the kids. They was only worried about themselves. And that's why I say, nowadays, these people are a bunch of narcissists. They still like that to this day. Look at the politics. Look, they still like that to this day. They don't want to listen to nobody. They don't want to call you. They don't want to say what call you and teach you something or tell you something. Yeah, they do. My bad. Yeah, they do. They want to control you. And the reason why they don't call you is because they can't control you. They still worried about themselves. I'm way out here in Thailand, right? Now, it's a beautiful place. Everybody having fun out here. But you know what really throws me off a little bit? And I know when you retire, you're supposed to enjoy your life. I mean, you work hard, right? Supposed to enjoy. You know what really throws me off? To be a man of righteousness. What throws me off is you got old ass men out here that's like way older than me. They still doing the same shit that I'm doing at my age, at their age. Make that make sense. Shouldn't they be somewhere taking care of the family still? Shouldn't they be somewhere watching out for their little granddaughters and grandsons and shit? Trying to make sure that they living a good life? Shouldn't they be? But they ain't though. They still think they got it. You know people like that, they still think they got the sauce. Sit your ass down. Y'all need to sit down. I'm serious, man. You got these dudes out here, they like 65, 67 years old, walking around with like 19-year-old chicks. Like, I mean, everybody to each his own. But I'm like, I can't make that make sense. I can't do nothing like that when I get that age. I gotta be helping my family out that come after me. You see what I'm saying? But see, here's the thing, y'all. They didn't want to help out the family that came after them. I'm gonna tell you where it messed up at. When that generation that came before us, who I just named earlier, when they mamas died and they daddies died, our grandpas and grandfathers and great aunts and great uncles, when they passed off, them niggas they never stepped up and carried the torch. They ran off into the sunset with their little portion of what they have earned or whatever they have made of themselves. They ran off into the sunset with their little portions and shit, they rations, and they didn't even care about us. They went and had their little family. They got married to their little boyfriends and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your older cousins and them. They got married to their little boyfriends and stuff. And they forgot about the whole family unit when grandma and them died. Damn, Decepticons. And then now we sitting around, y'all. We sitting around wondering like, why we don't got no support? Why? Where's our people at? Nigga, they ran off with the plug, and they somewhere looking at you, trying to see if you gonna recognize that they ran off with it. We know. Yeah, that's what they did. The generation before us. They took all the knowledge that they had and didn't give us none.
When you rely on your tools, trust matters. That's why we engineer quality tools.
I've always been full, but Charles was very, very enraged with proofs that there's nothing they can do to stop you. How many times I gotta tell you that no man can curse what God has already blessed? No man cannot hinder you chosen from the promises of God. Remember, God's plans is to prosper you, not to harm you. His plan was to give you hope in the future, and his plan was to give you an expected end. This embarrassing rage that you are experiencing from people is a sudden, explosive outburst of anger, triggered by an experience of humiliation, failure, or deep embarrassment. Children, do you realize that the people that try to curse your life, that try to destroy your life, do you realize they are so frustrated right now, they are so upset, it's because you're not suffering the way they expected you to. Yes, they left you at a dead end, but God came to your rescue. You know why? Because you're so blessed and highly favored. And don't you be afraid to put it in the comment below and say, I'm just so blessed and highly favored by God. Their embarrassing rage is also known as a shame-based rage. They feel so embarrassed for what they try to do to you, and whatever they try to do to you, the spells, the witchcraft, the sorcery, the black magic, the curses, it didn't work. Simply because you are protected by the word of God. You're going to start to experience lash out spirits from people, children. And these be the people, for example, it could have been an ex-narcissist lover, it could have been a narcissistic family member, a narcissistic close friend of yours, a former close friend, it could have been a narcissistic boss.
That was great.
They realize that there's nothing they can do to stop you. Every time they turn around, guess what? You always win. You have won again. And you're going to keep on winning in life. And so many people still haven't apologized to you. They still haven't made it right with you. And God says they're going to suffer until they make it right with you.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's how powerful our God is. That's the God that's backing us. Also, you're going to know the main reason why this embarrassing rage is coming at you, or is people are just coming at you with explosive anger or lash out spirits. I'm going to tell you why this happened. It's an ego protection. For example, when a person's self-esteem takes a hit, the rage acts as an internal alarm, a system to protect a fragile ego. These people once had power trip spirits with you children, especially that narcissistic boss. These people have a sense of lashing out at you is simply because this is a way to protect a fragile ego.
White Male is about standing together. It's cooperation, protection, and order in service of the greater good. Shield the team. Share the victory. That's Captain America.
You can get anything you want on the internet. So why are we still taking jet ads like this? At Sophia Online, we have a solution. Sophia offers online college-level courses that are designed to transfer for credit, helping thousands of people graduate. Use Sophia and get ahead.
They feel humiliated, they feel embarrassed. They fail at destroying you. So that this anger that's coming at you, children, people that are mad that you're not suffering the way that they expected you to, is just the ego protection. They don't want to admit that you're a winner. They don't want to admit that, hey, you know what, you got me. You defeated me now. They'll never admit that. It's the ego protection. Another thing is, this is going to trip y'all children, blame shifting. It allows the individual to shift the blame from their own perceived inadequacies or mistakes onto someone or something else. Blame shifting. They want to blame you for everything. They still want to lie on you and play these manipulation games with your chosen ones. They call it blame shifting. Put all their mistakes onto you. Trying to manipulate you and make it seem like you was in the wrong. Come on, somebody. Also, the shame rage cycle. An individual experiences shame but quickly converts the unbearable I am bad feeling into you made me feel bad, fearing, lashing out to gain a sense of false control. You did this, you did that. You made me feel bad. You made me like this. That's the shame rage cycle. You gotta watch out for these kind of people that are like that. God gonna bring you in front of these people that did it to you, so He can prove a point through you to these people. And God is holding these people accountable for their actions and what they did to you, man. He's holding them accountable right now. This is why they have this embarrassing rage. They're so mad at you right now because you overcome and overcame the obstacles that they set before you. They feel embarrassed, they feel humiliated. These people once competed against you, knowing that guess what? They don't compete with, they don't compare your chosen ones. They try to curse you, but they can't. They can't curse what God has already blessed. They can't curse what God has already ordained. And that's why, chosen ones, guess what? It's very important for you to never go back around family, friends, old jobs. It's because these people are so upset with you that guess what? You made it out of a place that they're still stuck in. You're an overcomer. You're an overachiever. You are more than a conqueror. Nothing they can do to destroy you. Nothing. Because these people don't have no power. Some of you guys are going to experience this embarrassing rage from people. It's simply because there were some things, there were some assets that they wanted from you. They wanted the meaning of your assets. They wanted to destiny swap you, but they couldn't. And in the process of destiny swapping with you, they lost their self-identity. This is where you're going to start to sense that embarrassing rage. You go around these people, they have explosive anger. It's like they want to let some things out. They frustrated, they mad, they upset, they bitter. They bitter because you got better. And when you are blessed and highly favored like that, chosen, I promise you, it's best for you to just move on with your life. Because God is trying to show you right now that if you ever want to go back, you're going to turn into a pillar of salt. If you ever try to reconcile with these people, they're going to try to finish off